Welcome. Good morning, good evening, everybody, wherever you are. We are back here, and wow, man.
Welcome.
Good morning. GPGPY, it seems like, man, GPGPY ran a train. GPGPY ran a pretty huge train here during our London session. Like, it's always fun to see GPGPY like keep on running, during the London session. So we're gonna try to see what we're gonna do over here. Looks like the daily candle's going back. I mean, all right then. Well, daily's going back up to 139,800 then, I guess. Um, yeah, the 4 hour is also broken out of this range. The 1 hour candles did break out. We filled this area and then continued on. I mean, based on the 1 hour, I think this was a pretty good break. This was a pretty good break on the 1 hour. I mean, whoever caught this break in London session, man, you did really good. This is a really good break. So after this break, price went up what, like, wow, 77 pips. Crazy. That was a crazy move. So basically, what's happening right now is the daily is coming up to a resistance. 4 hour candles are coming up to a rejection area. 1 hour candles are also coming up to 139, 680, 139, 700. This is basically some sort of a consolidation here price had. So what I'd be looking for some sort of a retracement, so that if we can get some sort of a retracement, then that would maybe mean that price may want to too bright. Okay. Yeah, some sort of retracement to come down, create some sort of a support, and then retest the high. Because right now, price is just coming up to retest the high over here. Well, it's just making a high right now. Wherever it's going to make a high, we can't take a buy because the move has already happened. We can't take a sell because candles are all bullish. So the only thing what we can do is we can just wait. Basically, we can just wait. That's it. There's nothing else we can do. Let's take a look at gold over here. Actually, let's take a look at the pre-markets here. So what I want to do is I want to bring the non-gulag chat right over here. All right. Hey, I caught the break in London. Thanks to you, what I've learned watching your streams, running straight up 70 pips. Ooh, crazy. Crazy. Whoever's trying to call tops here, please, man, don't call tops. Don't call tops at this point. Let's take a look at our first chart here for the day. Before we look at our first chart for the day, let's take a look at the pre-market. The pre-markets are positive 130 points, which means that US 30 should be continuing bullish here. Let's take a look here now. US 30, okay, it is continuing bullish. Looking at the daily here, I mean, Ted broke down US 30 perfectly yesterday. We tapped into 28,000. We tapped into 28,500 here as well, and looks like the 4 hour candle, the previous one, just retraced. Let me just zoom in here a little bit. It retraced, and this one is now continuing to move up. So let's take a look on the 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour needs to come up over here and then continue on. I don't trade US 30, so we're going to see whatever happens to US 30. Let's take a look at this chart. This is our first chart from the Gulag, and this is GG at 30-minute. Price broke previous candle high. Entry taken over here at 139,630. Beautiful, amazing. So I guess you caught this little move up over here from the 30-minute right here, because this was a retest, and then the next candle, once it broke the high, this is what I figured out while I was learning how to trade the trend. Right, this candle broke the high of this previous doji candle, and the next one just continued moving bullish. How much was this? This is like, ooh, this is running at like 27, 28 pips right now. Wow. Will you please look at this chart? Let's take a look here. Yeah, so GPJPY, I'd be looking for a retracement. So that we can create a support and then we can come back up to retest the high wherever it makes the high. So I'm gonna wait for that. That's gonna be the trade for today that I'm gonna wait for. So there's gonna be a lot of waiting here now again. What's this? USD CAD. Wait for it to break the support as it's in bearish trend on a daily. Okay, you're waiting for the support to break and then take a trade. It's pretty good. Gold. So gold, we had a resistance on gold at 1963. We had a support on gold at 1926. For price to continue down, this candle broke below support, and this candle came further down. This candle had to do a retest at this area right over here to continue moving down. But if it closes back in the range, I mean, it's also rejecting this area right over here. So we have a couple of problems here now, right? So for gold to continue down, I guess this candle in 20 minutes needs to close below 1926 for it to continue moving bearish. Oh wow, GJ is continuing up over here. USD CAD price trading within the range, price looking to break resistance. All bearish looking to take sells, the price breaks and closes below the zone, clear traffic down. Yeah, there's a clear traffic down. I would want to see like a retest and then continue down. Yeah man, GJ is probably not going to give us a retracement. I mean, if it does, that's going to be awesome. Because basically what's happening right now is we are creating a high, wherever we're making a high at, 139.740, 139.800, 900, whatever, we're making a high, right? But I guess the good thing is we're coming back into the zone. So if price creates a support over here, I'm going to be looking for buys to continue on towards 139.900. So wherever price is going to make a support, wherever the support may come on, maybe that support may come on like down over here, like up over here, wherever that support is going to be made, I'm going to take that buy for price to retest the high from where it tries to come down. That is my plan for today. If that doesn't happen, then that doesn't happen. Right, let's take a look at. Oh, that's my mentorship site. Can't show that. That's a secret. That is a secret. You mean you would take the trade in that range? Yes, if the support is formed here. So with respect to news, we have nothing really going on. We had negative. Some pound news was negative, but still continued moving. I guess it was something to do with Brexit. No. I'm trying to find out what was the cause of this move up. So the cause of this move up. GU hit session highs, okay, we know that. What was the reason? What was the reason? Was it someone? Oh, okay, Brexit. I think it was Brexit news. Could be Brexit news. Yeah, I can't really find it. Because if this was Brexit news, this should get corrected in some ways. So we're gonna see how we can play this. UK Business Secretary says. Oh yeah, okay. So they're talking about opening up businesses. All right. Yeah, I guess that provided some good optimism for price to continue moving bullish. I mean, probably just said, hey, you know what? Raja Banks is coming in London, so we got to open up the business. Nah, joking. take a look here. Oh wow, look at this. Price was making a high over here. Waited for candle to pull back. Candle closed bearish. Waited for confirmation. Okay, 15-minute candle closed bearish. Waited for confirmation. Entered when the high of the bearish was broken. Entered right over here. Okay, when the high was broken. Beautiful. Took 10 pips. If you had stops at break even, I mean, yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Very nice. Hey, do you think if GJ entries in these ranges to the left continues to drop bullish? I don't know what you mean by that. Drop bullish? What does that mean? No idea. Drop bullish. That's an interesting choice of words. Drop bullish. All right, what's this? Coming straight from the gulag. I take a buy when it breaks the high of the small red candle. Okay, close above and test it. But I'm an idiot and I close it when I go bearish for a little. Oh yeah, that was a confidence issue. That was a confidence issue. I'm trying to find session times and it's confusing me. What time is the New York session and London session? Well, I guess you are not trying to find the session times because I'm going to do that in front of you over here. What's this? This question was hold time. What time is NY open? All right, gulag, there we go. NY open is 8 a.m. Eastern in 1 hour and 15 minutes is NY open. So, I mean, if you can't find information like that, man, I think you should stop trading because trading is a little harder than Googling simple information. Why would you take a buy? Isn't that risky since we might get stuck in? No, basically the reason is if I take a buy in this range and if I measure this range, I'm not saying I'm taking a buy right now, but just like different scenarios playing in my mind, right? If we measure from the bottom at like 139,680 to 139,900, this is a 20 pip range. So if you can get a support formed in this area over here, I guess it's going to be a good opportunity to take a buy and then, you know, get in this range. So, you know, we're just waiting right now. I mean, whenever you're looking at a pair, whenever you're looking at a currency pair, and whenever things are moving, you need to take a look at that and say that, okay, is this a buy, right? So if I look at the candle right now, and if I say, okay, can I take a buy right now? And the answer is going to be, well, you know, I can take a buy, but the problem is, where's my stop losses going to be? You know, so I can't take a buy. So if I say, okay, what if I take a sell? What if I take a sell? What confirmations do I have to take a sell? There are no confirmations for a sell because candles are all bullish. Will this buy be corrected in NY? Possibly. We never know. We don't know. We don't know for sure. USD CAD is dropping big time. Awesome. When will you be announcing the Magic Keys competition? It's going to be on when it's going to be on. Wow, this thing is just continuing over here. Just straight move. I think we're going to touch 139,900. Wow, crazy move. This 1 hour candle, 6 a.m. candle is 35 pips. Damn. When you see candles like this and we have no sell confirmations, should we be looking for a pullback at a significant level? The trader may have a significant level. Yeah, exactly. You know, like right now when price is moving in this manner, it's trending bullish, right? Price is trending bullish. So basically, whenever price is trending bullish, it's trying to make a high. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. Yen is so weak. Look at another pair. Yeah, we know yen is weak. So let's take a look at Euro JPY over here. Ooh, Euro JPY has reached 126. Continued bullish. This thing also continued bullish over here. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly candles coming back up to the weekly high at 126.320. Daily candle has straight gone up, filled the daily wick, and coming up to some other forms of resistances here on the 4-hour time frame right over here at 126.100, 126.050. Looking at the 4-hour, it is coming up to a rejection area here. You can see price was rejected here 17th August, again on 18th August, again on 19th August before London open. So we're coming up to this area here, 126.050, to see what price is going to do. Ooh, what's this? Oh, very nice. Beautiful. Please look at this chart. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. This is, ooh, what's this? GA TP hit, support being respected multiple times, stop loss below the low of the candle, impulse entry at the break of the previous 15-minute high. Beautiful. Perfect. Looks like people are really using the impulse entries over here. That's awesome, man. So it looks like we are basically learning from the streams. Impulse entries. Let's take a look at this other chart over here. This is USD CAD. All right, took sells as the lows were taken out. Stops above the previous 30-minute high. Partials. Awesome. Beautiful trade. I think once you get into like 10, 15 pip profits, or like when we get close. So over here you can see there's like 12 minutes left for the candle to close. So when it's got like 5-6 minutes left and the candle's still bearish, I think you can bring a stop down above the high of the 30-minute candle. This was a trade taken in London session. Price made a high. My bias was to retest the high. Okay, support formed above the 4-hour right here. 30 minutes before London open, we saw this candle. Oh, 8 pip TP hit. It went with only 8 pips because it was where the body is rejected. Wanted to build confidence. Okay, took one trade. Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, you would have been stopped out by this retracement here. You should have been stopped out by this retracement here. I think another thing to look at is to see that, okay, how could you have had a second position to run all the way bullish? I guess you were looking at a 30-minute. Yeah. So I think that was the London push. Oh, wow, man. We're approaching 139.900. Damn, crazy. How can you even enter GJ when it looks like that? You can't. You can't. Basically, you can't enter GJ when it looks like this. It's just straight bullish. So I'm just waiting. Hey, did you look at gold? I will rewind on YouTube if you have. Just wanted your view on it because it looks really messy. Well, Harry, I think we need to see your analysis. We did look at gold, but I need to see your analysis. Let's take a look at this chart here. This is Euro JPY. Euro JPY. Okay, rejected uptrend. Line broke recent high, waiting for retest to go long. Okay, beautiful. You're waiting for a retest. So now, once you're looking at the 4-hour, I guess the zones you have drawn, I'm not going to say, well, this arrow is wrong. This arrow is completely wrong. I mean, you got a resistance area right over here. You have a resistance area right over here. So this arrow going all the way down doesn't make any sense. So, you got to look at the most logical areas, which I just drew for you. So those are the logical areas. And it looks like we're going to tap 139.900. There was like no breaks, no, stoppage in momentum on the 1-hour candles. I mean, look at this. This is a 3 a.m. candle, continue moving up. 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. 6 a.m. candles, almost 40 pips, almost 45 pips, man, crazy. Started trading high time frame, applying market fluidity strategy, worked like charm. Let's take a look at this. 4-hour entry with 2-to-1 risk reward. Yeah, man. I mean, Candles, here's the thing. Candles form the same way on every time frame. Every time frame you're going to look at, you're going to see that the candles, they will always form the same way. They will always respect the same market dynamics on all time frames. You know, you're looking for higher highs to be made, you're looking for clean candles to the left. You know, candles, they will always move the same way. So this is pretty good. You mentioned that often New York corrects strong London moves. What's your take on that theory today? Today, basically, what I'm looking for is, I mean, now we're in this area over here. So I probably want to see a support being formed in this area for price to continue moving bullish. Here's the thing, right? I'm going to be looking for buys within this range. If price forms a support, I'm going to be looking for buys. If price breaks this support, then I'm going to be looking for sells. That's what I'm looking at today. That's what my take is on GJ for today. Oh, beautiful Keith. Beautiful, beautiful. Or could break up, make a support, and then go up. You know, who knows? We've still got to wait. Ooh, gold is rejecting that area here as well. Is this a logical TP for GA? Let's take a look here. You know, people asking about what about CAD JPY, what about USD CAD, what about USD JPY? You guys need to send charts. Is this a logical TP for GA? I'm not sure if this chart is from the past. I'm not sure if this chart is a current chart, but I guess a good TP would be where you feel like you're going to be comfortable in securing positions and then letting the rest run. But this TP also looks good. I mean, from a market structure standpoint, this looks good, that area over there. Looks like gold is going to continue moving bearish at this point. We are about to fill this area here, and after that area we're about to fill down over here at 1915. Hey, I have a job interview tomorrow. Can you wish me some good luck? Good luck, man. Listen, if you have job interviews, I think what you need to do is you need to walk in there like you own the place. You know, like read about the company, read about what they do, read about the human resources team. I mean, if it's a small company, you can probably find that information on LinkedIn and Facebook and whatever. So, you know, like those things really help. Knowing some things about the people you're going to work with, I mean, that goes a long way. Can you give me an advice on this chart? Let's take a look here. This is entry at 139.417, made a little high, entry at 417. I guess your entry was right over here. I think placing a line at the entry would be much better because then I wouldn't have to kind of like find where it was. It was basically with the high over here, take profit, stops, closed at 10 pips, 50%. Pretty good. Pretty good. GJ, break high of candles at pre-London. This candle break the zone, strong rejection from pre-London open. Yeah, very nice. I guess the stops were below the current 30-minute candle. Hey, I wanted to take this trade, but the bearish 30-minute candle scared me. How could I ignore the 30-minute and trust the 15-minute? You just have to take the trade and you have to trust it. That's it. There's nothing more. You just have to trust it. This chart is resistance formed. Oh, this is a very well labeled chart. I really like this. You know, resistance formed, support formed, stop loss under impulse entry candle. Okay, impulse entry was right here. Stop was below this candle. Full TP at 23 pips. First TP at 10 pips. Yeah, you should have just let it run. I mean, a lot of people face confidence issues, and the best way to really, you know, get over your confidence issues is to let the position run. Trust me, as simple as it sounds, you just have to let it run. If you don't let it run, you're not going to know what the outcome is going to be. You're not going to know how to manage the trade. You're not going to know how to manage the risk on that trade, and overall, you're not going to gain that experience. So gaining that experience being in a live trade is really, really important. Because I know like a lot of people, they take really good trades, really good entries, but the lack of confidence makes them close, makes them exit the trades. So that's something you need to figure out. Look at this. Didn't enter buy during Asian session because I chickened out. Next minute, rocket ship. I could have exited with 12 pips, but anyway, yeah, still learning. How did you end in Canada? Are you entrepreneur? Well, I didn't end in Canada. I started in Canada, and I guess I'm an entrepreneur. I don't know. How did you end in Canada? Yeah, man. So, I mean, people who have just came on to the New York session, it's really hard to find a trade right now. There's nothing going on GJ. Just gotta wait. See, now we're retracing, which is pretty good. We're retracing down, possibly coming down to create a support right over here for price to continue moving up. So I'm gonna wait. But if you close below 139.680 or 139.600, if you close below that, then there's going to be a selling opportunity. So I'm going to wait. Hey, are you standing? Yes, I'm standing. I'm standing. I'm not that tall. I'm like 4 feet 2 inches. So the table comes to my chest height perfectly. Roger tied himself to a rocket and came to Canada. Yeah, what's the difference between lack of confidence and taking the minimum loss like you do? Taking a minimum loss basically means that you understand that you're basically managing risk, right? Taking a minimum loss is the same thing as like you're looking at the 15-minute candles as they're breaking the lows. If you're taking buys, or if the candles are breaking the highs, if you're taking the sells, then you can essentially take some risk off of positions. If you have stop loss, you can basically close percentages of your lots, and then you can go towards the next one. Any feedback regarding my trade? Let's take a look here. Any feedback regarding my trade? This is trend line was the main motive for me to enter. Okay, you got the trend line there. You got when the support was created over here. Okay, you got support created. Stop loss was moved based on structure. Beautiful, beautiful. Has a small bet. Okay, yeah, man, pretty good. It's a pretty good trade. You held it. Hey, what's the recommended lot size for a $25,000 account? Okay, since you have $25,000 and since you don't know what the lot size you're going to use on $25,000, I would say take out 20,000 and trade with 5,000 and see if you can build that. I mean, if you have 25 grand and you don't know what lot sizes to use, I don't think you should be trading a $25,000 account. I don't think that should be your first priority. Need a little bit of education over here. Thoughts on gold? Gold idea. Let's take a look here. This is due to looking left. This is a no trade zone for me. Okay, looking for confirmations for buys by 139,900. Okay, looking for confirmation for sells below this area. I think confirmation for sells below this area here, 139,700, would be much better. Yeah, it should be much better. I'm gonna be waiting for that. I mean, either we buy above 139,900. Or I sell below 139,700, or I wait for a support to be formed in this area and then take a buy. Do you think we will correct this move? I have no idea. If we break below here, then maybe a little bit of it, but we're just waiting. This is gold 15-minute chart. Someone sent a 15-minute chart. Price rejecting this 4-hour resistance. Agreed. Impulse entry below this line. Also agreed. I think now we're looking at the 30-minute here on gold. 30-minute is respecting this support right over here. So you would need a break below this area for price to continue moving down. From your strategy, 10 pips, 15 pips per trade, and don't overtrade. I win 7. Oh, okay. What's this? So from your strategy of 10 pips, 15 pips per trade, don't overtrade. I win 7 to 8 trades in 3 days with 2 to 3 trades per day. Thank you. I think you need to reduce the number of trades you're taking. Oh, god damn, man. This thing is moving up. 139.9. GJ, where you going, GJ? What you doing? What you doing, GJ? What you doing? Where you going? Yeah, GJ's like, see ya. Whoever's holding GJ, man, amazing. You're doing super awesome if you're holding GJ right now. I mean, this is like a dream trade to be in, man. Trust me. This is like a dream come true. Whoever took buys over here and held, man, you just got a really, really, really good intraday trade. Beautiful. Alright, we're gonna mute everybody because I don't want my vibe to be broken. Let's take a look at this chart over here. Ooh, bad vibes, bad vibes. London closing boost, broke resistance, waiting for price to break. Okay, looks good, waiting for price to break. Yeah, I guess now we're just waiting here. Do you have any runner from Asian trade? No, I didn't trade Asian session in the last 2 weeks. Hey, I ordered Magic Keys last week. I haven't received tracking info yet. I'm in the US, so maybe it just hasn't the US yet. Order status shipped. Okay, yeah, just email Magic Keys and then we're gonna get you your tracking number, or maybe check your junk mail too. It may be in there as well. All right, let's take a look at this USD CAD. USD CAD sells. Okay, people are taking sells in USD CAD. This candle closed bearish, enter the sell on this candle. Stops are. Here's the thing, right? So basically, what this person did over here, what's his name? XAU Jose. XAU Jose, and you're trading USD CAD. Interesting. So basically, your stop is above the breakout candle. So this is the breakout candle right over here on the 30-minute. So it should be pretty good. It should continue moving down. I mean, after it does like a retest or whatever, it should continue down. Let's take a look at the Chinese indicator here. The Chinese indicator is saying pound is strong and dollar is weak. If the dollar is weak, gold should continue moving bullish, but whatever, it is what it is. AUD is strong, AUD is closed, so it doesn't really matter. Wow, man, yen is really weak. Oops. Let's zoom out here a little bit. There we go. Do you think GJ can still retrace before pushing up a bit more? No idea. No clue at all. What I want GJ to do, I want GJ to create a support before New York Open so I can take a buy and then we can continue moving up. That's what I want GJ to do. Let's take a look at this chart here. Ooh, someone sent £2. You remind me of King Julian from Madagascar. Actually, I was watching Madagascar yesterday. King Julian. Ooh, wrong chart. Wrong chart coming from the gulag. All right, let's take this. Hey, can you please critique my analysis of USDJPY? My main concern is the placement of stop loss. All right, what's this? This is if market breaks this resistance and closes, I will enter buys. Okay, so you're entering buys about 106,600. Stop loss below the retest candle. Okay, this will be take profit. Perfect. Candle rejects this area, closes. I will enter sell. Stop loss above the rejection candle. You know what? This trade right here by Shazeb BBB. This is exactly how I think. When I'm looking at the charts, this is exactly how I'm looking at the charts, you know. So he's basically saying is, so this is USDJPY. Whoever was asking for USDJPY analysis, we have it right here on the 4-hour chart. So basically what's happening is this is a consolidation area here to the left-hand side on USDJPY. So he's looking for a rejection over here. If he sees a rejection, they're looking for sells to come down into this area, right? That's idea number one. Idea number two is that he's looking for a break above this area. So if price can break up and then maybe do a retest, or if there's a candle breaking up, you know, like a gladiator candle trying to go up, so he's going to take buys for price to continue moving up. So that's amazing. This is how you have both things planned at the same time. Because when you have buys and sells planned in your head at the same time, then you're not confused. Because if, let's say, you're only looking for sells and price starts to go up and you haven't planned for buys, now you're going to be confused. Now you're not going to know what to do, because, you know, now you only plan for sells. You're like, oh man, shit, price is going up. What should I do now? You know? So it's good you have both things planned. I think that's the first step towards being fluid in the markets. You know, being fluid in the markets is having no fear in knowing where price is going to go. Hey Raja, how if GJ break 139.950? Well, how if it breaks, it breaks. We'll see what happens. And sometimes the grammar is not the best here in the Gulag. You got people from all nationalities here in the Gulag. We have people from Africa, people from Nairobi, people from like Canada and Mongolia and all over the place. What do you believe will happen with gold? With gold, I don't know, man. Gold is ranging right now. So again, now we're going to look at gold and we're going to see that, okay, if we break above 1926 on gold, there's a very high chance we're going to come up to retest this wick. And if we measure this wick is 30 pips. And then we have an opportunity to continue on to 36 pips. Oh, we got people from Brazil, Serbia, Zambia, Grenada, Poland. Poland, my good friend is from Poland. Cuba, Holland, Barbados. I know a friend of mine, he went to Barbados and he got in jail in Barbados for a month. For a month he stayed in jail in Barbados, and then he had to be, man, it was a mess. It was a mess. Holy, we got people from Argentina, El Salvador. God damn, we got a lot of people from here. Wow, the gulag is going nuts. We got 3,300 people here from all over the place. Oh, someone's from hell over here. India, Bulgaria, Saudi Arabia. Oh, we got a lot of people from India over here. Morocco, Egypt, South Africa. Oof. I think Toronto is the best. Yeah, a little, you know, like a fun time during while we wait for trades. Ooh, Romania, Ghana, Nigeria, Afghanistan. Afghanistan. They have internet in Afghanistan? Yes, they do. I have good friends from Afghanistan. Um, ooh, Brampton. Is Brampton is Is Brampton a legit place? Can we say Brampton is a legit place? Um, yeah, just waiting right now. I mean, GJ's in this range. There's no confirmations. Waiting for confirmations. Gulagistan. Yeah, the Gulag chat has gone nuts over here now. There's no can't keep up with this. So much going on. But yeah, man, we're still waiting here. We're waiting for something. Your JPY is retracing. If it creates a support, we may look for support. So basically, you know, this is the last support your JPY made over here, and this is the high up over here at 126.020, and this is a 24 pip range. So you know, we're waiting over here now. I lived in Vaughan all my life and now live in Brampton and I love it. Oh, okay. Well, we got a Brampton lover over here. Brampton's actually a pretty cool place. A lot of accidents. Anyway, I'm going to write back my All right. My headphones were about to hit stop loss. Looks like gold is breaking up over here. We have the Chinese indicator saying the dollar is weak. So I guess it's to break up. All right, awesome. Your JPY is also now rejecting that area. It has created a high. So now you'd want this candle to close bearish. In 15 minutes, this 30-minute candles are going to close bearish, which means we have rejected 126.030. We've created a high. And then after price creates a high, there's an 80% chance that price will retest that high. So if a support is formed, I think it's going to be a pretty good idea for, for buying opportunity for price to continue moving up. Still waiting on GPJPY here. Would you miss the trade if it breaks above 139.900 without creating a support? Yes. Yes, I will miss that trade. Because if we look here, how many times has price came up over here on these 1 hour candles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 1-hour candles tried breaking above 139.900 and they couldn't break above 139.900. So even this candle here, I remember this candle, I got caught up over here. This candle broke a high over here, broke a high over here, and it continued moving up. So whoever took impulse entries here, they got stopped out. So we want, well, I don't know about we, but like I want this candle to break above 139.900, break and close above 139.900. If we get a break and close above that area, I think it's going to be a pretty good opportunity to take a buy. But if that break and close does not happen, then if price continues moving up, then I'm going to miss that trade because I have to wait for confirmations. Waiting for confirmations is going to put you in the profitable category of traders. The traders who are profitable. So yeah, I mean, it's just waiting here. What is that noise? Oh, I don't know. Oh, what is that? Do you know where I can find some? Yeah, we're not going to use bad words over here in the stream. But you're hitting stop loss in a secret trade. I have nothing open right now. I have absolutely nothing open right now. What I want is I want price to create some sort of a support on the 30-minute time frame, so I can take a buy, and then we can continue moving up. Your mic is not stable. I think it's pretty stable. Yeah, it's pretty stable. What are you talking about? Oh, I guess it's the wire. I was in gold sells, was going to hold both positions, but you taught me, well, secured 30 pips. Pretty good, pretty good. Do you have an idea why stop loss TP line is not swapping when I press the button on the lower left on Magic Keys? I have no idea why that's not happening, but I think it should be maybe like restart, or look in the journal. There might be some problem there in the journal, because it shows you some errors, but it should work. Please share your opinion on Forexia. They teach excessively that market maker exists and he is out to get you always. Yeah, I mean, if you think Forexia is the best place to learn, then I guess Forexia is the best place to learn, right? Because, I mean, market makers don't exist, man. Market makers are like your boogeyman. So you remember when you were kids, when you were little, and they would say, hey, man, listen. Well, your mom and dad wouldn't really say, hey, man, but they would say, hey, listen, Jimmy, if you don't go to bed, the boogeyman under your bed, he's going to come and get you. So you have to go to bed, Jimmy. You have to go to bed. And when you grew up, you realize, man, hey, listen, Santa Claus is not real. The Tooth Fairy is not real. The boogeyman is not real. All these things my parents used to talk about, they're not real. So why even worry about them? And then you have people like Forexia, and then you have people who talk about market makers and brokers that see your stop losses. These are just stories, man. These are just stories to mainly Like, these are stories. These stories are meant to scare you that, hey, these things exist. So, at the end of the day, like when you grow up, when you get consistent, when you start to withdraw money regularly, you realize, man, hey, listen, these market makers, they don't exist. These boogeymans in our charts that hunt for our stop losses, they don't exist. These things are just false. So the sooner you realize that these things don't exist, the better off you're going to be. Sound system is broken. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I think what we need to do is we need to maybe we need to get on, because I think this thing is.
There we go. We brought the stadium mic. Oh, YouTube is going crazy. Like, no sound. Yeah, wow. Gold will continue moving up over here. Gold will continue to 1930, looks like it. US30 is also moving up. Euro JPY is kind of like trying to come down to create a support. So there's a lot of waiting involved over here. So I thought my computer was making those beeps. Oh no. Okay, this is awesome now. This mic is crisp. Oh really? This is a snowball. This is my oh, someone donated 1.49 pounds. Awesome. I'm going to use those 1.49 pounds to buy me a cup of tea in the UK. Market makers, oh, what's this? Market makers does exist. I have a broker friend. They are able to manipulate the graphs, change the orders to buy, to sell, spikes, spread increase, and so much more. I can tell you because I have seen. Well, Forex secrets, the reason why you say that is because your friend, he's with the B-Book brokerage. Because when you have a B-Book broker, they can do all those kind of things. They can change the graphs, they can change the orders, they can change your stops, they can change your TPs. That's a B-Book brokerage, So your friend is on a B-Book, but like at the same time, like even if you're with a B-Book brokerage, the thing is that people say that what, if I lose, the brokers are going to make money. The thing is, even if you're at the A-Book brokerage, you're still going to lose. It doesn't matter, if you move to A book to a B book, you're still going to end up losing at the end of the day. Because if you're not winning, man, you're basically, it doesn't really make sense if you're still losing. You're with a B book or A book, so it doesn't really matter. How do you avoid B book brokers? You can't. You just need to be a good trader. Would you take Euro JPY? Would you take Euro JPY on the 15-minute if it breaks the previous 15-minute candle's high? If it breaks the previous 15-minute candle's high right over here, I'm not sure. No, not really, because like there's not enough range. There's like 8 pip range. 30-minute also, it's right over there. If you look on the 4-hour, this is a strong rejection area right over here. Yeah, it's a pretty strong rejection area here. If you look left, see this? Strong rejection areas. So it's gonna get pretty hard. What's this? How do you know if you have a book or a B book broker? You don't know. There's no way to know that. I mean, you can ask them, and if they say, oh wow, look at that. GJ is continuing bullish. This 30-minute candle is about to close with no wick on the top. This is crazy. This bullish candle has no wick on the bottom. This means there's no bearish momentum at all. It just didn't even come bearish. It just continues moving bullish. A lot of viewers are teenagers and people that are in their 20s. How do you think will the markets be like the next 40 years? Could us still be able to trade? Omar Ibrahim, you're thinking way ahead in 40 years. You're thinking way past than where we are right now. You know, that thinking, it doesn't even make sense. It's not even important. You know, thinking 40 years ahead, that's not even important. You should start thinking about how you're going to take a trade maybe 1 week ahead, and that's it. You know, 40 years ahead, damn, man. 6ix9ine got a 40-year sentence and he snitched. 40 years is a long time. What's this? Took an impulse entry. Okay, 67 pips. Nice swing. Beautiful. Did you stop trading USDJPY? Yes. Ooh, gold reached this target here at 1930. I stopped trading USDJPY because the volume was too low, right? Because if we look at USDJPY right now, let's take a look at USDJPY over here. Oh, we're actually breaking above 106. 106.440. Right, so if we measure this 1 hour candle on USDJPY, let's measure this 1 hour candle here. This 1 hour candle is 13 pips. And if we measure a 1 hour candle on, actually let's just measure a 30-minute candle on GJ. See, 16 pips, so there's no comparison. There's no comparison at all. If we measure even EuroJPY is much bigger. Will GJ volume die the same way UJ did? No idea. No idea. Only way to enter at this point is 1 minute time frame. Too much bullish. Yes. I would say, like, you know, if people, you trade 1 minute time frame and you think you are consistent, if you're consistently trading 1 minute time frames but you have not withdrawn money yet, I think you need to stop trading 1 minute time frame. 1 minute time frame, I don't know, man. No one likes the 1 minute man. You need to at least aim for like 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You know, those are like key times to wait or be able to perform at an optimum level. Who gives free signals? Right here. Yeah, man. I mean, we're just waiting here. It's been 1 hour here waiting. US30 expecting to hit 28,800. 28,800. Yeah, if we break above this area, 100%, I think we can hit 28,800. Do you think an asteroid might hit the Earth in the next 40 years, and how should I position myself? I think you should start looking at the Northwest Star, because if you look at the Northwest Star, in like 32 years and 4 days, you'll see the asteroid pass that, and then you can kind of like, you know, step to the left-hand side and avoid it. So it's been pretty good. Which will be your confirmation for GJ to go short? If I'm looking at GPJPY and I'm looking for shorts on GPJPY, I'm going to be looking for shorts below 139,680, 139,700. That's where I'm going to look for shorts on GPJPY. Below those areas, I think it's going to be a pretty good trade below that area. So right now I'm just chilling. What's this? Could you give me the password for the download center? I don't know what that center is. I will try to apply an update. I remember the password was on a small sticker. Oh, okay, password. Okay, yeah, I'm going to give you the password. It's awesome. Man, Gulag is on. Someone said Gulag is on fire today. That's true, man. Like, I mean, people in the YouTube, they just very active today. Extremely active today. Just the messages are just going like boom, 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 boom. All right, let's just see here. GPJPY still struggling here. There's no trade over here. There's absolutely no trade. We're in the range right now. what do you think about the nice GPJPY drop that's about to happen? I don't know. I mean, if we look at GPJPY from a trader who is new, from a new trader perspective, if we look at GPJPY, a new trader is going to say, well, man, price is way too high right now. If price is way too high right now, this should continue dropping because, price has to drop. But if we look at it from a experienced trader perspective, right? If we look at it from an experienced trader perspective, that trader is going to say, well, price can drop, but we need some sort of condition for price to drop. For price to drop, first of all, we need to break below 139,700, 139,680. If we can form a candle closing somewhere like this means we are breaking out of this range and we may continue dropping to maybe maybe this area right over here. Then you can see that, okay, price can drop. But if price comes down and creates a bullish candle at this point here, which is also going to be forming a support, then we could say, okay, you know what? Price won't drop. Then price may continue moving up to retest the high it's creating at 139,900. So these are some of the scenarios I'm looking for, because if price closes a bearish candle right over here below 139,700, then there's going to be a very high chance for the next candles to probably continue moving down. Well, I was looking for a rectangle, but it showed an arrow. Whatever it is, what it is. So that's something I'm looking at right now, patiently waiting. Hey Raja, 3 15-minute candle tried pushing up. Can this mean it could be going down? Oh, I just discussed that idea. Would you say you can take pound impulse sells with a 10 pip stop loss? I don't know about the 10 pip stop. You need to measure the 10 pip stop. If you're taking sells right here, your stop is going to be 10 pips, but I think you need to wait for some sort of confirmation for sells. It's going to look really cool if you take a sell and price drops all the way. You're going to be like, oh man, I got this sell. I knew price was going to drop. But hey, will this happen all the time? Will all the time you'll be able to get this trade? Probably not. It's probably not going to happen all the time. Oh, by the way, if someone's looking for microphones, if you like the audio quality of this microphone, I can tell you this one thing. My son has been using this. Okay, so ever since I got this headset, right? You guys have been watching me use this headset. I've had this headset for a very long time, maybe 4 months, 5 months. And during those 4 or 5 months, I haven't used this microphone. And my son has been using this microphone as a hammer for his toys, as a hammer to kill ants sometimes in the backyard. So this microphone has been through dust, has been through a lot of abuse. And if you can still hear the audio quality perfectly, man, this is some durable shit right over here. This is extremely durable, man. This microphone survived a lot of things. Trust me. Did your headset block your household background noise? I don't know what that headset was up to. I think the battery is too low. So this microphone was about $80, $70, $80. So it's this thing went through hell. Trust me. Go to your fridge and get some mango juice. No, we're all out of mango juices. Hey, could you help me understand wick fill? Does it need to be a close over a wick? Or can a wick fill be another wick over a wick, if that makes sense? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Does it need to be a close over a wick? Or can a wick fill be another wick over a wick? That makes no sense. So this is basically a wick fill right over here. This is basically filling the wick. But usually what would happen is that, so these are wick fills. A wick fill, this is a wick fill over here, this is a wick fill over here. And if you look on gold, this was a wick fill here too, because if you see gold candle closing above this minor resistance, let me just kind of make it a little better here. Right this, so if you see a candle closing above this minor resistance here, and you have this wick fill, you're like, okay, well, there's a high probability for price to fill this wick. It went up and filled this wick. So right now price has made another wick above this area here, 1930. If you form a support there's a very high probability we're going to come up to retest this high over here. So that's something I'm going to watch for. I'm not going to trade. I'm just going to watch it here. What are you looking for in GJ? Haven't been in the stream for so long, so missed your initial analysis. Well, then you had to come here on time, because I discussed this like 6 times. You know what I'm looking for on GJ, so you gotta show up on time. Bro, once you posted a box of mangoes on your story that you ordered, which ones were it? Oh, I don't know. Those Jonsa mangoes. All right, let me just put some text over here. So this is a range. We got a range. For buys, we need a break and close above 139,900. Okay, that's what we need for buys. We need a break and close above 139,900. For buys within the range, support formed 139,700, potential buys to retest 139,900, right? If you can get a support formed at 139,700. Let me make this text a little smaller. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Let's just remove this area here, remove this rectangles, make it much more clear and clean. There we go, it's clean. That's clean too. For cells, for potential cells, yeah, for potential cells, break and close below 139,700. Actually 680, let's do 680 to be safe. So that's what I'm looking for. This is my idea for today on GJ. You know, if this happens in the next hour and a half, I think I'm going to be happy. Yeah, I'm going to be happy with that. So this is what I'm looking at here. Perfect. Do you think we're on a downtrend on gold and should be looking for sells? Well, looking at the daily, gold is basically just ranging on the daily, right? This daily candle went up to a 1936 resistance. It's respecting support at 1926. Looking at the weekly seems like it can continue down to fill this wick at 1912. So we're going to look at the 4-hour here. And for price for daily on gold to continue moving down, I think it needs to come below 1926. Let's take a look on the 1-hour over here. Yeah, see, so it needs to break below 1923 actually for price to continue moving bearish. Hey, what do you think of this GA setup? Let's take a look here. You know, I have a tip for people. Who think like you know, when you wake up in the morning and sometimes you feel a little tired, you're like, man, I don't know, like I want to just chill out. I would just lay back and look at the charts. Get a stand-up desk. Once you get a stand-up desk, you don't, I mean, you're just standing, you know, you're standing, so your body just wakes up. Your body's like, man, you're putting us through gulag right now. So GA, price respecting level of support, entry above the recent wick of the high. Okay, I think it's going to be a good entry if you can get an entry once this candle breaks the, let me just zoom in over here. Okay, so let's zoom in. We have zoomed in. All right, perfect. So I think a good entry is going to be once you have this candle breaks the high of the previous candle, then you can have stops below the current candle. That's going to be a good opportunity to take a buy. That's the kind of buy I took yesterday, basically on GPJPY, and it worked out perfectly. If you guys remember, we had an impulsive buy on GJ. Thanks for the tip with the update on Magic Keys. Got the latest update, and now the swap stop loss lines are just working fine. Oh, awesome, man. Perfect, perfect. So basically, if you have Magic Keys right over here, you can press this button and you can swap the profit and stop loss lines. They were perfect. After you lost most of your savings, did you work your way back up trading mainly or working a job as well? I started trading. I was still trading. When I lost most of my savings, I kept on trading because I knew that some trades, I took profitable trades, and I really looked at my trading, and the only problem why I was losing was over trading and over risking. That's it. There was no other reason. Any experience sending magic keys to Argentina? I don't know. Maybe someone can maybe vouch for that if they got that in Argentina. So I don't know. Is there any digital version of magic keys? Nope. If there's a digital version of magic keys, then there's no point in having a physical version. Do you watch news at all? Yeah. So there's no news today. There's nothing happening today. We got some yellow folder, and that's about it. There's mainly nothing really going on today. It's a clean day today. I guess that's why we had a clean move on GJ, because it's a clean day. Ordered magic keys a month ago, haven't arrived yet, just arrived in my country though. Oh yeah, man. I mean, whoever ordered magic keys is taking a long time. It's Corona. It's COVID. This is really making post long. You know what, people? You know, some people email me. They say, hey man, listen, I ordered magic keys and magic keys is stuck at customs in the US. You know, I can't believe this. This is unbelievable. You guys don't know how to do business and this and that. To those people, I want to say, man, are you retard? You know, like, I mean, how do you want us to go to the customs in the US and say, hey, why are you holding up this guy's order? Send that order through. You know, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. If, you know, some things take time, man, and you got to give it time. Man, people are nuts. You know, we got some real loonies running around out there free. Why are you using 1 hour and not 30 minutes? Because we're waiting. Oh, nice. Perfect. So we're getting a rejection over here. We're getting a rejection at 139,900. Price is coming down. I think we can come down towards 139,700, create a support, and then continue moving bullish. That's something I'm going to be looking at for right here. If we can form some sort of a support in this area, that's going to be great. How long does it take to ship to US? From like a week to 2 weeks. What strategy do you use? I'm new here. Well, the strategy I use is written on the screen, so you can read that. Hey, check this Sunday analysis. Yesterday hit stop loss, waited for today, and I'm glad it paid out. Let's take a look here. 7-cent day analysis. This is, ooh, I hope you can open your chart and you can see how this chart looks. Can't read it. Can't read it at all, sorry. How much capital is good to start Forex to see more gains? I think the first thing you need to do when you're starting trading is you need to really see if you are consistent. You know, if you're taking a trade, are you consistent for 3 months? If you're profitable for 3 months, then you can start adding money. You know, but if you're not profitable from the get-go, I think adding money is gonna work you no good. So it's not gonna work like that. Do you ever go on a vacation? For how long? Do you trade during a vacation? Because you would have no income if you don't trade, if you do not have another income, if you're new to trading. Wow, man, what kind of question is this? Do you ever go on a vacation? Yes. For how long? 1 week. Do you trade during vacation? Yes. Well, sometimes, depends, because you would have no income if you... Man, I'm good. You know, I think I make really good money to not trade for a month and still be okay. Gold idea. Let's take a look at this gold idea. Someone sent a gold idea here. Gold idea. And the reason why I say I make really good money is because I don't spend any of it. Save it. I have like a nice savings running here. What's this? If it respects to the trend line, it's possible to push up to 1950. Yeah, sure. I mean, if we form a support here, it can continue moving up. If it breaks out trend line, 1 hour, possible go to 1880. Yep, that could happen on the 4 hour. I think it could come down to this area here as well. So wow, US30 is continuing up. It will continue moving up. Looking on the 1 hour, if you look on the 1 hour, US30, it should and it will continue moving bullish. All right, just by looking at this 15-minute candle over here, if the next 15-minute candle breaks the high over here, I think the NY Open can continue pushing price bullish. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good thing to look at. Slack link is in either of your sites. Yeah, you're gonna get a confirmation emails. Once you get the confirmation emails, then you're gonna get all that information. It's the tax season next year. Gonna pay a lot of tax next year. Alright, this price is coming down. We're coming down over here. I think it should make some sort of a support at this point and then continue moving bullish. That's something I'm going to be looking at here. I mean, we're going to have NY Open here coming in like 12 minutes, and NY Open is going to have a lot of volume. So I'm pretty sure NY Open volume should continue price in some way. Gonna have to wait for that. Man, it's been a long wait here today. If this was me 3 years ago, I'd be in like 4 trades at this point. I'd be in gold buys, I'd be in UJ some trade, some EJ trade, and it'll just be a mess. If this was me, you know, 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago. Hey, I would like to ask your opinion on break and retest on GJ. Since high time frame is approaching a strong resistance over here, okay? Will you be worried if candle pull back and form bullish candle at 139.900? What? Break and retest on GJ. I don't know, man. I think you need to reread that question. Since high time frame is approaching a strong resistance area on high time frame, will you be worried if candle pull back and form bullish candle on 139.900? I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, what I understand is you're saying if price comes up to 139.9, I think you need to send a chart. You need to send a chart so that we can maybe look at that chart and see what you're trying to say. Because you have to understand, this is a live stream, and if I spend time reading a comment, which is kind of like, you know, a little hard to understand, then, you know, we're basically holding up 3,500 people here. If the 1 hour candle goes to the bearish, maybe good opportunity for sells. Yeah, I mean, I would say you'd want to see a break below 1923 for gold sells. You'd want to see a break below this area for gold sells. But if price starts forming, I mean, yeah, man, these are some really tight ranges. Even if you measure this range is like, you know, 37 pips. So Jason, if you can send me that chart, what you think is going to be really amazing, because you can see here how I've labeled my chart. So this is what I'm looking at. So anyone can look at this chart and see that, oh, okay, this is exactly what he's looking at. You know, so if you send a chart, we can look at it, and then I would know what you're thinking or what your concern is. Who do I email to get confirmation for? Shane Cackett, I think you need to enroll first, and then we can talk about that later on. Stream going really fast. What made you change your idea of becoming a cop to a trader? You still remember that? Yeah, I wanted to be a cop. I couldn't become a police officer because I didn't have any volunteer experience. So basically, they wanted volunteer experience, and I had none of that. I had no volunteer experience. So then I was like, oh, okay, well, since I have no volunteer experience, I might as well go and work on the oil rigs. So I went and worked on the oil rigs. I was like, okay, well, now I'm making more money than being a cop. And yeah, that's about it. And then I came back home and then started learning some new stuff. Oh, I fucked up. Didn't take partials when I should have on USD CAD. Got a trader in BE. Let's see how it goes. Oh, okay. Well, it should have taken partials. Can we get Jay Takes Profits as a guest on Friday? Super humble trader. Jay Take Profits. I don't know who that guy is. No idea. Let's take a look here. Well, we're trying to get a couple of people on this Friday here. So wait a minute. Jay Take Profits. Yeah, I don't know if I want to have Jay Take Profits here in the live stream, man. I just don't know if this is going to be the right person for the live stream. I think we should just ban you, whoever gave this recommendation. Jay Take Profits. Yeah, I don't know. I have to see the profile. Representing team take. Oh, I don't know. Does Magic Keys work on WebTrader? No. Man, see now, there are some people I want to get as guests on the live stream, but the Gulag don't like those guests because the only problem is, like, if we get certain people on the live stream, they probably will get roasted in the Gulag, and I just don't want them to have a bad experience. So yeah. Oh, that was the wrong person. Yeah, I guess you guys gotta send me the name of the right person then. I'm still waiting on GJ right over here. I'm waiting for this candle to close. We got like 8 minutes left over here, so we're gonna wait. Okay, Jay takes. Oh, okay. Jay Takes Profits. Please be aware of scammers. I like when people post charts. There are no charts over here. I don't see any charts over here. So I don't know if I'm going to send people to this profile for chart work. I don't know, man. There's no learning from this page. There are 12,000 people who view my stories. Okay, so you have to look at things from my perspective. There are 12,000 people who watch my stories at any given time. So when I post some story, I want those 12,000 people to have some value. I want them to learn something. So when they go to someone's profile, when they go to a profile over here, 12,000 people, they will learn nothing from this profile. Like maybe, of course, he has some content on YouTube, but from the profile, they will learn nothing. There's nothing to learn over here. I'm not being mean. I'm just being straight up and logical. There's no learning here. But
hey y'all, real quick, man. Okay, well, I gotta make this quick. I need you guys, man. If you are supporting me, if you rock with me, Team Take Profits, Jay Wayne. I guess he's really look, I need you to report these scammers, man. I've been getting these guys messages from different people of how they are scamming them out of hundreds of dollars, asking them to send them Bitcoin. All of this stuff. I'm not managing anybody's accounts. Please report them. Jay Take Profits with a Z. All right.
A couple of weeks back, you mentioned a book that you read, just the first chapter of it. I think the chapter was about trading the zone. Please remind me. Yeah, that book was called.
And it looks like an I, but it's not. It don't have a dot. It looks like an I, but it's not. All right. Jay Take Profits. All right. That his account is fake. Okay. Please report these scammers, please, guys.
Only guess we should invite is only people that Raja and Kotel are our mentors. Yeah, probably. We're trying to get Purple Woman as a guest. I'm trying to get Purple Woman as a guest. So we'll see what. Okay. My bad. Gulag is going crazy. The video. I apologize for my last labeling. I have embedded on my chart for easy viewing. All right, let's take a look here. Okay, this is much better. Multiple daily candle rejecting this area. Candle pullback and form bullish candle at 139.680. By right, we can take long entry. Yes. So if you can see a candle closing bullish at this area right over here, this is exactly what I'm looking at. Basically waiting for as well. For price to come down, create a bullish candle so I can take a buy. Since multiple candle rejecting the resistance on one, will you not worry if the break and retest will not work out as we have multiple? No, I mean, we have a range, right? We have this range. So when I have this range from here all the way up over here, and if a candle closes bullish, I have enough range to take a trade. So I think it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be pretty good. But right now there's a bit of waiting involved here. I recently changed the pair I trade because I only win because of you on GJ. I want to make sure I'm profitable because of my skill alone. What are your thoughts on that? I think it's pretty good. Get Cloud9 FX on, please. Cloud9 FX has blocked me, so I can't do that. Will you go short right away if the hourly candle closes bearish, leaving behind a long wick above? No. I mean, it's written right here. For potential sells, break and close below 139.680. It's written right over here. DXY looks like it's wanting to push up to complete wave 4 of the Elliott wave. So pound should... How is DXY relatable with pound? How? How does that even happen? What has the US dollar to do with the pound? I don't understand. Like, is Trump married to the Queen? I don't know, man. It doesn't work like that. I mean, these ideas should be kept in a closet. You know, you shouldn't bring these ideas out. Cloud9 FX blocked you? Yes, I'm blocked by Cloud9 FX. Man, a lot of people have blocked me. Oh no, I'm not blocked. Cloud9 FX. This is definitely not the same Cloud9 FX. But yeah, I'm blocked. Above 139.900, we're looking at 140. This is what we're looking at right over here. We're looking at 140, and then we're looking at 140.200. These are the two areas we're looking at. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Did Paul stop trading the Asian session? Yes. I don't know. He's trading, like, you know, random sessions here and there. Well, he's trading after, he's hosting the NYSE after this, and then sometimes the Asian session, he wasn't here for it. And to be honest, I don't think the Paul live streams have been consistent. You know, it's been like breaks here and there, and I don't know, man. I think if you're going to commit to live streams, you have to commit to them 110%. How do you feel about Swaggy C? He is a legit trader. The man mostly posts his lifestyle. I don't know about Swaggy C. People who post their lifestyles, you have to look at this thing, right? When people are posting their lifestyles, they're trying to get you. They're trying to, like, you know, I don't know the right word to say, but it's just like selling a lifestyle, you know, and that's. I don't know. I've always stayed away from that. I've always stayed away from people trying to sell me a lifestyle, because I want to be sold knowledge. I want to be sold value. I want people to sell me value. I want to be sold on value. So when I started trading, right? So this is how I chose 10. So basically, I had two people. You know, I had a choice of two people to choose from. One person lived here nearby. He lived here nearby in my city. Well, Ted's from nearby as well. The one person that lived here, he was 22 years old. He had a gold Lamborghini. Before anyone had Lamborghinis or cars, that person had a gold Lamborghini. And I was like, man, listen, this guy is 22 years old. He has a gold Lamborghini. He lives in a penthouse. He doesn't have any assets. Like, okay. And he trades Forex. So, okay, this could be a good fit. And then on the other side, I had this other guy. Who only posted charts. He only posted information on why he took those trades, you know, like what happened and what not happened, why he took losses and stuff like that. So then I had a choice to make, whether to go with a young guy who had a gold Lamborghini or to go with an older guy who posted value and information and why he took trades. So the obvious choice was the guy who posted knowledge and trades and everything else. And that guy was Ted. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go with this guy. And the guy with the gold Lamborghini looks cool, perfect, but I want to see some knowledge. And yeah, I went with knowledge. And that gold Lamborghini guy has also blocked me. People block me every day, man. What's the main difference between FTMO and Get Funded? Link in your description. So the main difference is that with Get Funded, there's no test. There's no test you have to pass. There's no test. With FTMO, there's a test. You have to pass a test to be able to do things. With Get Funded, I don't know the complete specifics, but certain simple things I know from the top of my head is that with Get Funded, if you get the account, and if you do 10%, that 10% you can either withdraw or you can put that in a live account and you can trade that. But with FTMO, you have to pass a challenge and then you get the live account and then you gotta trade that to withdraw. So, you know, that's the main difference I see. When you're looking at the 4-hour and 1-hour chart, you look at the 15-minute candles. Is that what you're looking for that makes you enter? Still learning this. Yeah, so basically looking for confirmations, right? If you look on the 30 minutes coming down, it's coming down to this 139,680 level where it should be forming a potential support, just like here on the left-hand side. If we do form support over here, then there's a very high chance price is going to continue moving up to retest the high at 139,900. But if we break below 139,700, 139,680, then at that point I want to see some sort of a resistance forming in this area here for price to continue down and for me to take a sell. But other than that, there's no trade, man. There's no trade, because if you look on the 1 hour here, we've broken the low on the 1 hour candle, but at the same time we're coming into this. I mean, it's pretty hard to take a trade, pretty hard to take a safe trade at this point. Ooh, gold is also coming up over here. USD/JPY is also retracing. We broke below 139, 139,700, 139,680. What do you mean? What would not do? Oh, okay, talking about this. The market is bored. The market's not boring today. It's just because it had a move in London session. You know, it had a big move in London session. So at this point, you know, in New York, it's just maybe there would be no trade in New York session. So who knows? We'll have to wait here. Why you ignore long-term support resistance and just trade according to short-term support resistances? Because if I focus on long-term, like, you know, high time-frame support resistances, then I'm going to be trading. Then I'm going to be trading on, like, you know, like swing trades, right? So I don't do that. I focus on small time frames. Can we have RoxyFX? RoxyFX has also blocked me, so we can't have him as a guest. All right, we got a chart coming in after a long time. Someone's sending a chart. Let's take a look at this chart here. Zone break, imbalance in price action. Okay, price coming back to retest. Waited for this wick to be downside created until that candles are flipping to the upside. Beautiful, perfect. You got it. This is working very well. Why is Raja blocked by everyone? I'm blocked by everyone because I speak facts. You know, I say things that people don't like, which are true, so they block me. So they didn't have to. So they don't have to hear my truthfulness, which they think is negativity. So they block me. You know, it is what it is. It's fine. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. We have, oh man, the chat moves really fast. So, you know, this candle has formed the 1 hour candle. 1 hour candle broke the low of the previous 1 hour candle. It broke the low in the first 4 minutes. This is the New York Open candle right over here. And for price to continue moving bullish, I want this candle to close above 139, you know, 680. And then I can say, okay, you know what? Now we may continue up to retest 139,900. But if we close below 139,680 or 139,700, then there's a very high probability we're going to continue down to maybe correct some portion of this move. So now I'll have to wait for this 30-minute candle to close, and I'll have to see where this candle closes. Have you heard about Trend Spider? No, I haven't heard about Trend Spider. Expose Raja is a scammer. He is selling his daily webinar. Join his IMF. Yes, yes, please. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. We're gonna take a look at this chart, and then we're gonna silence this person because he is spamming the chat with his chart. I hope this chart is something useful. Let's take a look at this chart. With the enthusiasm he sent the chart. All right, what's this? Entered here after the broke of resistance. Close below, close runner here. Oh, beautiful. You got that move up. Looks pretty nice. So, you know, we look at the price and we're sitting at 716. We're rejecting that area. And man, if we form support at this point, it's going to be a great trade. A little ASMR for everybody. Get Sammy from Apex Paragon as a guest. I don't know who that guy is. If you can send me the profile, we'll take a look at it.
Bam! Welcome back to Talking Options, and this is the second video for all of my dummies out there that's ready to learn how to talk options, ready to start doing.
If you want options, talking options. Hey, what do you think about GJ trade I took during the Asian session? I think it was a pretty good trade here. All right, let's take a look here. Dumo. Okay, it's time to talk about trading. Dumo. Okay, I'll probably bookmark this and I'm going to do my research. There you go, bookmarked. All right, what's this? This is a 15-minute candle close bearish with wick down. Next 15-minute candle wick up, respect resistance, sell once it turned bearish. Okay, looks good. Looks good. Yeah, I guess we'll need to see the 30-minute candle closing below, like, you know, this support area here, 130, 139, 680, and then we can take a sell coming down. Get LEFX. LEFX has also blocked me. I'm blocked by a lot of people. You guys don't understand. See, user, no results found. I'm blocked by a lot of people. Hey, I don't overtrade. I only take very less trades, but I still lose money. I'm not consistent. What should I do? I think a lot of people are in that situation where you are not overtrading, but the trades you are taking, you're losing the trades. And the best way to get around that is when you're losing trades, you need to look at that trade and you need to see that, okay, how could you have had a positive trade, right? What could you have done to take the opposite trade, or what could you have done to take a trade which, I mean when you take a loss, just look at to see, okay, what did you miss? If your analysis was wrong, what could you have done differently to take the opposite trade? And 100% you're going to find your answer. While we're waiting for this candle to close, the 15-minute candle is about to close. The 30-minute candles are going to close in 20 minutes. And if this 30-minute candle closes above 139.680, I think it's going to be a good idea to go up. Why is your bias buys when we are at a strong higher time frame resistance? It's not buys. It's basically the high has been created at 139.900. The only reason is that we are approaching this support. So this is a consolidation level here, right over here. So this is a consolidation level right over here, right? And price. And this consolidation level has a support, and this consolidation level has a resistance over here. And when price is coming up, it's coming up to the same resistance area as to the left. And when price is coming down, it's coming down to the same support area as to the left, right over here. So if a candle is closing above 139.680, 139.700, and the candle next one is closing bullish, I think that's going to be a very good opportunity for price to continue up to retest 139.900. But if you get a candle closing below 139.680 or 139.700, then you're going to look for a little bit more confirmation for price to continue down to maybe, like 139.400 or 480 or whatever that number could be. So those are some things that are running through my mind. So I'm just waiting right now. So I have both buys and sells planned. Whichever happens first within the time frame I have here to trade, we're going to go with that. What about Roy NL as a guest? I'm blocked by Roy as well. Roy blocked me as well a long time ago. Roy NL. Oh, no, he hasn't. No, man, I don't think we're gonna have him as a guest. What are you guys doing over there in the gulag, man? I think we need the IQ test for the gulag before they come on. Ooh, gold is breaking down over here. Gold is breaking down, and gold is on its way to 1914. 1914 is coming up on gold. I'm a little confused. I thought because this candle broke the low of the previous candle and even went past your zone, I thought it would be bullish since we did go where price had been. Paul Garcia, I think you're missing some words over there. Oh, Roy, yeah, I'm blocked. I'm blocked by Roy. Roy NL underscore NL. I'm blocked. Can't have him on the live stream. But, in other words, gold is heading to 1914. It's coming up down there. 1914. Alright, let's take a look at this chart. Oh, the chart is moving way too fast for me to keep up with this. Alright, the 30-minute candle is about to close in 17 minutes. 15-minute candle is also rejecting that area. Man, if you get a rejection here and a candle closing bullish, I think it's going to be a great opportunity to take a buy. But if you close below... Okay, so here's what's going to happen. Here's what I'm looking at for sells, right? If this candle closes, let's say like this, you'd want the next candle to close bullish. Like this is one scenario I'd be looking at, close bullish, and the one after that, once it starts breaking the low of the bullish candle, this is where I'm going to be executing a sell for price to potentially continue moving bearish. That's what I'm going to look at. But if we form a bullish candle after this candle closes, okay, so let's see if this candle closes above 139.680, right? If this candle and the next candle I'd want it to close something like this, so that the candle after that I can have a stop below this candle, and then we can take a buy for price to retest the high at 139.900. That's something I'm going to be looking at. My dad in Ireland is watching you on YouTube. He's a big fan of your. Hey, Sam Butterfly's dad, if you're watching this, I really appreciate it. Actually, you know what? I appreciate everyone who takes their time out of their day and comes and watches the live streams. I mean, I think it's just amazing. I'm like forever grateful for everyone who tunes in every day. Like, you know, some people, they tune in from the East Coast, you know, they're waking up early in the morning. Some people are tuning in from the West Coast. They're putting things aside during the day and coming on. So that's amazing. Why on the sell must create a bullish candle? Because that bullish candle is going to be a retest candle. Yeah, that bullish candle will be a retest candle. And then we can sell on the next one to continue down. So if only bearish candle, then Cassie, I think if you are in market fluidity, you need to go through the candle trends section, and you need to understand how trends are formed. Yeah, you need to go through the candle trends section. You need to finish the unlearn and relearn section completely, because when price moves down, it goes down, creates a low, comes up, creates a lower high, makes a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, and a lower low. You know, if candles are going bearish like this, you know, and like this, you can't take a sell when candles are falling. You need to wait for some sort of a retracement. You know, you need a retracement for price to create a, you know, like a lower high, and then get some confirmation of candles forming bearish, and then you take a sell. You know, once this confirmation forms, and then you take a sell for candle to continue moving bearish. So, I mean, it's the basics of how candles trend. It's explained in the Unlearn and Relearn section. What about Forex paid? Oh yeah, Donovan. I'm good friends with Donovan, so we might have that in. This candle is about to close in 14 minutes. And then the next candle, if it breaks the high over here, I'm going to take a buy entry. Let's see what's happening in the gulag here. We got some times. Okay. Get Tyrone BFX. No, we already got 2 Fridays booked. So we're going to see what we can do. Check this chart out. Let's check this chart. Oh, hold on. Let's check out this chart here. This is Euro JPY. All right. Secure some profits. Oh, you took a buy over here and you went over there. You see, oh no, you're looking for sells. Okay. Okay, price is coming down. I guess it's pretty good. I think once this candle closes, you can bring your stops above this candle, but looks good so far. What about King Sean Lee? King Sean Lee has also blocked me. Can you tell us more about the funded account by Forex Tips in terms of reliability? The specifics were clear on their site, which is good. Well, that's all what you need to know, right? I would have told you to get to go to their website, but since you already saw their website, it should be all okay. Get HFX as a guest. HFX is always welcome in the chat over here. He's in our group, so that's not even a question. So yeah, we got 12 minutes left for this candle to close, and I think in 12 minutes I think what I can do in 12 minutes is probably change my mouse batteries. Because if you look here, this is orange. You know when it's orange? Yeah, it means it's dying. So I gotta go get new batteries for my mouse. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. Jason Bond. My Jason Bond too. Get Naveen Pretiani. Yeah, I used to watch his videos all the time. Naveen's video, I used to watch them all the time. Get Roxy FX. Roxy FX has blocked me. A lot of people have blocked me, can't do that. So Raja, with the 15-minute candle, what is it that is giving you that confirmation? Can you go a little bit deeper? What is it about using that candle closing a certain way? So basically, I'm waiting for this 30-minute candle to close, right? Because the 15-minute candles, they don't give you strong confirmations, especially when price is trending in this manner. I'm going to be looking at the 30-minute candle close. You know, it's going to close in 9 minutes, and I want this candle to close above. If this closes above 139.700, I think then I'm going to wait for the next 30-minute candle to form bullish, and then give me that opportunity to take buys. You know, but if we close below 139.700 or even 139.680, then that means we are closing below this support, which you see to the left hand side. You know, if you can close below that support, then price could continue moving down, and then you can turn around and say, oh look, you know, we are retracing a bit from this move up. So that's why it's really, really, really important to wait. What do you think about this analysis? Let's take a look here. GA analysis. So far, it's been almost 2 hours and I haven't taken a trade in 2 hours. No trade, nothing. Just waiting. This is what it is, you know. When you do the simulations, in simulations, it's really easy to forward the candles, but here you're basically literally just waiting. All right, what's this? Clean candles at this point, heavy price ranging. I think price is ranging over here too. I think GPAUD is just ranging now. This is in a range, so you would want price to break above, buy above 1.83212. Yeah, it's perfect. That's what I was going to say. Buy above that area. Nick Sean, we had Nick Sean as a guest last Friday. What's this? Did you initially find it tough to trade 30-minute after waking up? No, not really. Not really. I've always woken up early and like, you know, started pounding the pavement hard to work. So it was just normal. Yeah, this candle's closing in 7 minutes. 15-minute candle is also coming down. Yeah, I guess so far the way it's looking, maybe this day is going to be a no trade day here, for me at least. Gold is also closing bearish at 8:30. I think for 8:30 gold should continue moving bearish here. The 15-minute candle did somewhat like a retest here. If this candle closes below 1923, I think this candle has a very high probability to continue moving bearish to 1919 and then ultimately to 1916. Yeah, that could happen. Some people are in GJ that's amazing. That's perfect. If this was me 3-4 years ago, I'd be in cells too, but you know, now really changed the way I trade. I really wait for a confirmation, so that's what I'm looking for right now. I'm just waiting for this candle to close in 6 minutes to see what happens. How do you decide which time frame you're going to trade today? Sometimes you trade on 15 minutes, sometimes you trade on 30 minutes. Yeah, it's basically like the thing about time frames is, if you're looking at smaller time frames, you're going to find a lot of trades, a lot of confirmations on smaller time frames, you know, and the thing is, on smaller time frames, the confirmations aren't going to be as strong as they would be on the 30-minute or the 1 hour time frame, you know, so there's a big difference there. How about getting one of the successful students from Forex family, Brandon Forex? Yeah. We have a lot of people who make profits here on Zoom here. You know, since GPGPY, it doesn't close above here and it doesn't give that confirmation for sells. I may look for sells on gold if the 15-minute candle closes bearish. No, if the 15-minute candle closes below 1923, keeping the stop above the 15-minute candle and then anticipating the next one to continue moving bearish. Or if it breaks the low right over here. I think that's going to be a pretty good idea for price to continue moving down towards, 1917 and 1915. Hey Raja, isn't it possible for price to create a fresh support below 130 at 680? Yeah, that can happen too. It can create a support at 130 at 680. But it's just, maybe there's going to be no trade here for me. Also, we're moving towards the end of the month. So if we look at the monthly candle here in GJ, let's take a look at the monthly candle here in GJ. Oh, wow, man. Look at that rejection from UJ. Holy. This is the kind of a rejection I want to see on GBJPY. Damn. All right, let's take a look at the monthly on GJ. We have reversed. The monthly candle is still bullish. The weekly candle is coming up to the high. Man, oh man, oh man. If this weekly candle breaks the high of the previous weekly candle at 139,950, we are continuing bullish to 140,200. 100%. 140,200 is coming up, and then after 140,200, we're coming up towards 141,200, or even like 141. So that's going to be pretty good. All right, let's check out this chart here. Someone sent a chart. So this chart is, I missed this trade after price broke the resistance formed. Okay. Once again, price broke this resistance. Rahul, Rakeel, you are my hero. My name is Raja, not Rahul. But pretty good, man. Pretty good trade. Hey, EJ Short, what do you think? All right, let's take a look here. Rahul. Are Rahul. That's how they say that name, Rahul. Rahul. Impulse sell right over here. I don't know, man. This impulse sell, it looks pretty sketchy because you got some sort of an area right over here. Maybe you want to see some sort of a resistance forming for price to continue down. If you can get that resistance forming, I think it's going to be a pretty good idea. But so far, man, no trades here for me. Nothing at all. We got a lot of people here watching. We got Mana, we got Gabriel, we got Eleanor, we got Mora, Saul, we got Sacha. Hey Sacha, my shirt is in the washer. I hope it doesn't shrink. Yeah, I'm gonna hang dry it. We got Mac with his funny faces as usual. What's the meaning of impulse trading? Impulse trading is when you take a trade without waiting for a confirmation. That's basically what impulse trade is, when you enter without a confirmation. So. Yeah, I think gold should be a better opportunity here if it closes below 1922. But I'm going to see if I'm going to be breaking my plan to trade gold, or I'm just going to stick to GJ and just focus on no trade today. Because it's still got half an hour left. Half an hour left for me to take a trade. So let's see. Who are these people? These people are family, basically. The people you see there on YouTube. We're all a big happy family. Let's take a look at this chart. Ooh, wrong chart. Coming straight from the gulag. What's this? You had a trade funding company as a guest. What's their name? Their name is... So they are called... You go over here. Forex Tips. Forex Tips. This is that company. It's called Funding Talent right over here. But apart from Funding Talent, man, this page is filled with so much information. So much information is crazy. I even asked her, man, like, who does these? Who does these for you? She's like, oh yeah, I do this myself. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Well, it looks like there's no sells for gold here. Gold just did a gold went the opposite way. All right, GJ 30-minute candle is closing above 139.700. Beautiful, amazing, man. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start looking for buys over here. If we break the high at 139.800, I'm gonna execute a buy position, and we're gonna talk about the stop loss once we break the high over here. So there's a bit of waiting involved here as well. My girlfriend rejected me 2 times. Should I sell her with stop loss? I think if you got rejected twice, you got to put a stop loss there. Yeah, man. Looks like gold made a U-turn. Gold was like, no. This was written in the gulag, man, obviously. There's no other place than these comments than the gulag.
How are you?
Hey, do you think from 8 a.m. the price only did a stop hunt down and now the price is just going to continue up? See, there's no such thing as a stop hunt. There's no such thing as a stop hunt. If you took buys somewhere over here when we were making a high, that was a bad trading idea. That was a really bad trading example, because you should have waited for confirmations. And once you take a buy when candles are moving bearish and you're like, man, candles are moving down, why did I take that buy? You're like, oh man, that's a stop hunt. You know, but stop hunts don't exist. So basically I'm waiting for this candle to either close bullish to take a buy, or I'm waiting for this candle to break the high over here so I can take a buy to go continue going up. Been watching the stream for 2 weeks and haven't even opened an account, just learning slowly. Oh wow, thank you, man. King Tobias, that's amazing. What's this? Raja, please look at this. This one guy has been sending charts for a long time. Alright, let's take a look at this. The Inner Circle Trader, Raja, search him on YouTube, please. There's something interesting there. No, I'm not going to do that. Possible trade. Yeah, maybe this is why I wasn't looking at this chart here. This one closed bearish, should be good to go short, right? You see this arrow? You see where your arrow is pointed? This is where are you pointing this arrow? It makes no sense at all. So you would want, so you're basically selling on this point. Yeah, it's basically pretty hard to read here. You'll have to redo that chart. My friend is in my FX journey group. Her stop hunt on gold is 300 pips. Can you imagine going from like 20 pip stop to a 300 pip stop? That's crazy. That is, well, you know, if they win trades, that's awesome, man. 300 pips, that's wild. Do buys become invalid if it breaks the low of the previous 30-minute candle? Yes. Yeah, I mean, basically the only saving grace for buys is this level here. See, this support formed 139.700, potential buys to retest 139.900. So that's what I'm waiting for. Let's bring this all the way over here so people can read it. Yeah, there we go. This is it. If we break the high at 139.800, 790, my stop is going to be below this current 30-minute candle, and I'm going to expect price to continue moving up. Something like this happened yesterday as well, so I think that's been pretty good. Do you have mentor when you start trading? Yes. Ted was my mentor. I had one mentor, and that was Ted, and I knew the rest was all up to me. He provided me with the tools. He provided me with basically the tools, you know, and then we kind of like innovated and grew. And like, you know, then we started to do like webinars and stuff like that. Yeah, Uncle Ted. This is like 4 years ago. So if this candle breaks the high over here, this is going to be an impulse entry for me to take a buy for price to continue moving up. So it'll be an impulse entry. But if we close bullish, then I'm going to be entering buys on the next candle to continue bullish to retest the high at 139.900. GJ is too overbought. Well, someone watches RSI, it looks like. If GJ2 overbought and you're looking for sells, you need price to close and break and close below 139,680. What if it breaks the high on the 15 minute? That's fine. For me, it needs to break the high on the 30 minute because that's going to be a much stronger confirmation. Are you going to do a Forex seminar in Toronto? You know what? I wanted to do a boot camp in Toronto back in March, but the C word virus hit, so that's kind of like postponed now, probably till like I think October, November. Let me know what you think on EuroCAD. Let's take a look here. EuroCAD. Man, I'm getting tired by standing. I'm gonna probably sit down. Looking for a short if price retests this level. Yeah, that could make sense. So you would basically want price to create some sort of resistance there. This is so nice. Sitting down now. Oh, someone said the Zoom chat is becoming Gulag number 2. That's actually true. People are talking about beer bugs and beer bugs. Wow, man. This has been a long wait today. This has been a really long wait. When do you use the 15-minute time frame? I basically use the 15-minute time frame when the 15-minute time frame looks like what the 30-minute time frame looks like this. Can you mute Zoom? A lot of noise. Zoom is muted. Zoom is muted. We have the king of the gulag here in Zoom. His name is Mac. Mac is the king of the gulag. Yeah, I won't be able to hear no audio. I can't hear any audio. My headset died, so we're using the mic. So even if I unmute anyone, there's going to be no use because I won't be able to hear them. Did you check the daily bias before you take trade or just by support resistance only? Well, obviously we check the bias, looking at the daily, it's the bullish bias right now. And when price is trending bullish, it goes up, comes down, and then goes up. So what do you look for when price comes down over here? You look for supports to be formed. If there's a support formed, I think that's going to be a pretty good opportunity for price to continue moving bullish. If price breaks this high over here, I think at that point I'd be able to execute a buy and have price going up further to 139,900. So that's something I'd be looking at. Maybe have like a buy stop at 139,800 and have a stop below this 30-minute candle. I think that should be pretty good. 20 minutes until work. Should I trade? Should I still trade? Well, if the trade shows up before your work, then yeah, sure. But if you get no trade, then then you can't really take it. Then you have to go to work. So gold is still dancing around in its range. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. This chart is We already saw this chart. Oh no, this is some other chart. All right, what's this? Waiting for 30-minute candle to turn bullish with a week with a. I think you meant wick. Then good to take a buy. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. So I want to take a buy when price breaks the high on a 30-minute. Not on the 15-minute, and the reason why not on the 15-minute is because 15-minute is a weaker confirmation time frame. So I would want to wait for it to break the high on the 30-minute, and then I'm going to take my buy and get price to continue moving bullish towards 139.900. I think some people have taken the trade based on the 15-minute high being broken. That's totally fine. I'm going to wait for the 30-minute. $795. Perfect. That should work. So, since we're breaking the highs on the 15-minute, this is now creating that bullish momentum, that initial bullish momentum to continue moving bullish. It's creating that scenario now. I think now people can unmute themselves, but I want people to hear them. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming up to break these highs. We are about to break these highs at 139.795. So my stop is going to be below the 30-minute candle. Yes, that's where my stop is going to be. Let's take a look at this chart really quick. This is EJ. EJ. See 15-minute candle, it closed with no wick on the top. So 15-minute candle is also a weak confirmation time frame. Take a look here at your JPY. Oh yeah, 30-minute candle also closed with no wick on the top. So this means, yeah, well, we know what that means when candles close with no wick on the top. This means there's no range. So yeah, there was basically this means no range for the next candle to go up. Why anyone want to buy GJ at the top of the range? No one. Well, not me. I'm waiting for confirmations over here. The top of the range is right over here. And the distance to the top of the range is around, 12 pips. And then if there's volume, if the 4-hour candle comes with more volume, what day is it? It's Wednesday? No, it's Tuesday, right? Yeah, it's Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday has some sort of volume, so we're going to see what happens here. So far I haven't really taken a trade, so still waiting.
We have to take a trade. Taco Tuesday.
Looks like your JPY, this candle is going to come all the way down and fill this wick right over here. This candle has no wick on the top, which means there's no range for next candle to go up. Also, we created a support over here. Oh, the kid is talking.
Sort of glad I slept in. Oh, look at you, Sleeping Beauty.
Interesting.
Well, I was up during the London session trying to catch gold to drop. I caught GJ. Gold didn't drop though, right? It did. There's a lot of but it kept bouncing back up. I got caught once, but then I grabbed it back. London Open, it flew like 70 pips. Right at 3 a.m.? Yeah. Yeah, at 3 a.m. I got whipped back. I got hit on my stop loss, and then I'm like, should I re-enter? Then if I know if we break that zone, most likely we're gonna end up at 139 flat for real today, like no doubt on that. And just waited and boom, Boom, boom.
Nice one. Nice one. Back now.
And I think with gold, we should drop to 1907. We hit our target with US 30 of 28,500, which we talked about yesterday, which was a good trade. But gold, we should drop to 1917 and then 1907.
Oh, you did a breakdown on US 30 yesterday, right?
Oh, I did.
Oh, you did. Nice.
I said 28,500.
Nice.
We closed at 28,450. Or
I didn't take it.
that's okay. Nobody did.
Oh, you're such a liar. You got posted like 3 people that took that trade.
Yeah. No, I closed at 28,450.
Nice. You left them running.
Yeah, all night. Yeah. But yeah, I think gold, once we break this support, we're dropping hard. It's going to be a free fall.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Below this.
Yeah.
Actually, when this candle was bearish, I wasn't expecting it to come back in.
Trust me, all morning, like at 3 a.m. Yeah, it was basically the hurricane of gold. This whole area here was a hurricane, and this area over here was a hurricane.
Yeah, then we had a big spike here earlier on, and
Yeah.
I mean, if we can get breaks below 1923, then for sure it's heading down.
Yeah, it was a hurricane this morning during the London session, because you had that 1 hour candle that didn't break 1930. It flew up all the way to 1935, and then the next hour candle dumped like all the way down to 20 pips. So on this candle here, I caught this one here, and I only caught it like starting over here because this hour basically pushed up. This held support for some magical reason. I don't understand that at all. And that's why I don't trade London session. Basically flew up, stopped me out, and then I was like, okay, we go down here. This area acts as a zone, drops all the way down here, and I'm like, oh, maybe we're going to keep going. And like, nope. So,
There's that whip of the 12th of August.
Yeah, it was pretty nasty.
Yeah, it looks like GJ is just gonna continue retracing here too from this move it had earlier on. Well, there was no trade here for today. It's like there was no trade, Raja. Yeah, there was no scam from me today. It's just relaxed and chilled and talked to the gulag today.
Yeah, if anybody's watching gold, Raja, if you go to the hour quickly, just to give everybody a little bit of insight for later. This whole area here is a brand new zone. So what's happening is we keep tapping into it and rejecting down. As soon as we get one more candle that sort of breaks a little bit further down and goes, that's where we're going to end up over here. But the problem is we're not exiting this zone, like we're still here. So I would suggest the next hour potentially could drop, but you might find it fly up all the way this way first before it goes all the way down. So I'd just be aware. It's very, very hard to trade gold right now, to be honest. But if you're looking to be a cowboy, which I am as well, 1917 is the target. I think we can do it today.
Hey, here's my trade. Please read from top to down. Oh, top to down. Rejected daily resistance, broke important zone, took a sell position took a sell position on the pullback. Okay. Oh, this candle closed below this area. Stops at re close. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, it was a very nice trade. Well thought out, well taken trade. You know, I'm still trying to figure out what made this move up. Was this just like optimism that we're opening up economies for the pound? It just decided to fly? There was no news, couldn't see anything. I mean, that's the only logical reasoning I can see. All right, let's take a look at this. This is, London session trade. GJ, 15-minute chart right over here. You close your entries around over here. It's beautiful. MetaTrader working numbers. Hey, I thought we were taking sells once we got under the support level. There's no we. I was looking for price to break above, 139, 800 buys, and then for sells, I was basically looking at the 30-minute to possibly break down and then create some sort of a resistance. Because if you look on the 30-minute right over here, if you extend it to the left-hand side, this was a level of support. So price is now closing below that level of support. So basically now you would want price to maybe create some sort of a, like a retest at this level and then continue moving down. And that's the way how I trade. I trade very, very safe. I wait for price to create a retest and then I'm taking a sell. Because, my days of taking impulse entries and taking trades like that are long gone. Oh, looks like this headset is dying. Hey Ted, I bought this headset on your recommendation and it's slowly dying now.
Yeah, you gotta plug it in.
Yes, plugged in.
Yeah, that's not dying.
Yes.
My headset's been good for a year.
It's doing like strange beep beep boop boop noises now.
Yeah, because you're a machine. That's why. So you're just getting feedback. Robot feedback.
Oh, how about now?
See, no problems.
Oh, okay. Let's put this hammer to the side. Wave 4 of the Elliott wave, I did say it would go down and DXY up. Yes, you did. You did say Elliott wave 4 will go down. Alright, let's take a look at this chart here. This is 4-hour important resistance, waiting for this 1-hour candle to close strong bearish. Entry would be the next hourly candle breaking the previous low to continue bearish. I think you can also look for, instead of breaking the low, you could also look for like minor resistances formed on maybe the 15-minute or the 30-minute here as well. I think 15-minute minor resistance will be the top wick on the 1-hour candle. But if you look on the 4-hour, 4 hours also rejecting that area. So now the question is, will we create a larger support for price to continue moving up, or will we create like smaller resistances here for price to move down for London close? That's something we'll have to see what happens. All right, we got people there taking sells on 30-minute as price is coming down. Looks good. Yeah, I think it could come down to like 139, 450, 139, 450 area, 139, 400. But I'm not in any trades right now. Haven't taken any trades. Hey, thanks for you. What? Hey, Raja, thanks for you today going off now and practicing to set a cutoff time for my trading session. That's amazing. You know, if you can set a cutoff time for your trading session, I think you have really made some huge leaps in your trading discipline. Maybe the support and resistance won't let GJ go up. Yes, I agree with that as well. You know, if you can have a trading time that you're gonna after this time you're not gonna look at charts, man, your discipline is gonna go way up. It's going to be way up. That's what I do. You know, like it's close to 9 a.m. right now, and you know I'm probably going to leave in like 10, 15 minutes, and after that I'm not going to look at the charts at all. Like some days you get good trades, some days you get zero trades. Sometimes some people take risky trades and they do win, but then you got to ask yourself that, okay, what's the probability that you're going to be profitable on those risky trades? So that's why I'm just patiently waiting for price to create some sort of a minor resistance over here now to go down or to close back above 139,700 to go up. But if that doesn't happen during the time I'm here, then then there's no trade. Ooh, wow, look at that. Look at that retracement. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy retracement. Damn. This is why I wait, man.
It's funny because I see the same thing happen every week with the same pairs, and people still make the same stupid mistakes. Oh, it's going down.
Oh,
like, no,
man.
It's not.
You gotta wait for confirmations for sells, man.
People get caught in the same trades. It's the same things.
Yeah.
You gotta be patient, guys. Like, especially when the whole daily candle was bullish. Like, you think you're gonna catch the retracement that goes down like 60 pips all of a sudden? You're not.
See that JT M4X has been eating food, waiting for candles to show up. JT's like, yo man, I'm chilling. I can't tie my hand, so I'm gonna start eating food. That's perfect.
I eat food at the table too.
Price for microfluidity, is it in US or CAD? It's in Saudi Riyal.
It's in Saudi dollars.
It's in Saudi dollars. There we go. All right, my friends. In the morning,
eat your yogurt, have some protein bars, and get ready to go to gym.
I've actually been eating yogurt this morning. Look at this. Some peach.
Well, what kind do you have?
I got the Yogo.
Yogo? No, I use Yoplait. I get the 650 gram bucket, and then I eat out of the bucket.
Oh, okay. I'll try that.
Maybe one day if I get a webcam, I'll show everybody.
All right, we're coming up over here now. Beautiful.
Is it like fat-free Greek or?
Nope, it's dad bod fat.
Oh, there you go.
I eat dad bod foods.
That's okay.
Yeah, are you sure?
Mac is talking like as if he's really chiseled and carved by angels to look like a proper bodybuilder. No, man.
Hey, listen.
You're a chubby bubby right now.
Here. Oh, man. Oh, you didn't go there. Chubby bubby. Somebody said yesterday that they thought I was ripped, and they I don't know how they know me.
Yeah, because you haven't updated your Instagram for like 10 years, so you're living in the past.
Yeah. My Instagram was last updated in in 2019.
Yeah, when you were ripped.
Yeah, when I was ripped. People, they think that I'm my Iron Man.
All right. I'm in the buys right now. We have broken above the previous 30-minute high, and the trade is in.
Oh, boy.
The trade is in, and yeah, I guess we're coming up to 139,900 over here.
Or just consolidate.
I had a buy stop at 139,796. They got activated.
I'm gonna close with 50% now.
Kevin, that doesn't count.
No, I know. I've been on mute. I'm trying to catch this 5-minute support. It happens all the time, as Ted was saying.
You're gonna catch the spillover at 9 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Now that I'm thinking that buy stop, I shouldn't have placed it there, but
it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry.
So you get for calling me fat.
Don't worry, child.
Oh yeah, I'm getting fat for you.
Yeah, so I mean, it makes sense right over here now. We are in a bullish momentum here. Price made a high at 139.900. Candle came down, this closed bullish, no, bearish, this closed bullish. My stop is around like 12 pips, 13 pips. It's halfway mid to this candle, because if it's lower, then it's going to be much bigger stop, but I'm going to be managing this trade based on risk. So now, technically, theoretically, it makes sense for this current candle to make a liquidity wick just like this and continue moving up bullish towards the high it created earlier on. Someone is saying, why buy GJ at the top? Well, I just explained why I bought GJ. Somebody come and get her. She's drinking.
You're good at singing, man.
Ooh, your JPY is also coming up over here.
There goes gold up to the top. Just like we said it was going to happen, back into that little zone. Just messing with everybody.
Can you explain liquidity? Oh wow, look at that move. Yeah, so this is liquidity wick on gold. Oh, I closed my position right over here. That's it. I'm not bothering with this again. One trade after waiting 2 hours and ended up in a 8 pip loss.
Wow.
Wow. Now gold's going to rip up to 1930, and then in the next half hour it's going to rip back down to 1925. Then people are going to take sells, and it's going to go back up to 1930. And it's going to keep doing that. It's just going to ruin people's accounts. And then when everyone blows their account, then it's going to drop to like 1910. And people are like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, gold is a no trade zone. No trade zone. Elliott Wave does work. I use it with. No, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I mean, if it does go up, it is what it is. You know, like my time is ended here for trading. So I mean, it was a very, very tough day because we had to wait a very, very long time. Executed on one trade, took a loss, and you know that's it. Still gotta keep positive. But man, I still think based on the 30-minute, it should continue moving bullish. If this candle closes bearish, then you know GJ is on some mood, and we'll see tomorrow where GJ is. Big traders are manipulating the market in their favor. Who are these big traders? What do they see that we don't see? These big traders, they're just an idea of your imagination, to be honest. Ooh, you know what I figured out? I figured out if I water my lawn at around 9:30, that's the optimum time to water the lawn. I mean, the best time to water the lawn is like between 7 and 8, because later on the sun gets too bright and your grass starts burning.
That is correct.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, for people asking about analysis for US 30 and gold and stuff like that, the move was yesterday. You can see yesterday's bullish candle on US 30. We flew all the way up. Today, US 30 is not doing much. So let's try not to force things. Let's wait a day and see how things work out. There was a huge move from 28,169 all the way to 28,500. That was your move. If you missed it, you gotta wait to see what happens the rest of the week, because today does not look like a very clean day to trade. Just looking at the current market structure. Don't kill yourself on a Tuesday.
Grassy eyes.
Yeah, grassy, yes. I think we are still continuing up to 139,900.
Yes. I hope so.
All right, I'm gonna head off over here. I'm gonna call it a day.
Bye.
Okay. Nice.
Ted, you wanna
Hasta la
play
vista,
some
baby.
plunder? Ted, you wanna play some
I'll be
plunder?
holding my buys on GG, just so you know.
Perfect.
Oh, you still holding?
Yeah, my
You
entry
should-
was
should work
139,647.
I'm with you, Kerwin.
All
Wait,
right.
so you
Yes,
got a
sir.
better entry than me? No.
Man, I had two entries. One I got stopped out, then I re-entered when started creating support at 5 minutes.
Oh,
And yeah, this move should continue
let me see, what was my entry on?
unless we reject the previous resistance over there.
My entry was at out of 150. 139, 150.
Oh, nice.
I closed that.
Yeah. I mean, I closed 50% on the last entry.
Yeah, it's gonna tap 139,900 for sure.
Yeah.
It's gonna tap 139,900. I mean, we have people selling GJ because it's overbought. Ooh, come here.
There we go.
God damn. Okay, so I'm gonna grab their money.
Ah,
It's coming up 139,900 and 950.
Here we go. Here we go.
Wow.
Yeah. With this momentum, I don't think it's gonna be enough resistance over there to hold that resistance. So basically, I want to see a breakthrough the
yeah.
900 level.
Definitely. not.
Yeah, damn,
Alright.
crazy.
Let's
Yeah, I
go,
took
GG.
There you
a
go.
second entry here on GJ.
Oh, I knew you were gonna take another entry. I know you very well, my friend.
Well played, my friend.
Here we go.
There you go.
Wow, insane.
Yeah.
So, congratulations to the Gulag if you took a second entry or you didn't close. I basically pussied out when candle came down. I pussied out and I was like, all right, I'll take a second entry. Whatever.
Yeah.
I closed $100 real quick. I'm like, I'm out.
Raja, I did the same. My entry was at 710.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations, my friend.
Congratulations.
Here we go. Here we
I scored
go.
75% and let the runner go.
Oh,
Let the runner
beautiful.
go, my friend. Let it
At 142.
Damn. Okay, start printing money then.
Wow. Wow.
Let's go. Let's go, Gigi.
Wait, where are we at right now? Oh wow, 140.
40.
That orange.
We've reached 140 today.
Congratulations, my friend.
So now you guys gotta be careful because it might have a little, trouble.
Pushback?
Going through 140.
Might have a little pushback.
Little push back.
Little 50 pips pushback.
Man, when Mac,
Push
when
back.
I remember the day when Mac started learning, about retracement and shit like that. He would say pushback instead of retracement.
No.
Yeah, man, he used to say pushback.
It wasn't pushback. It was not a retracement. It was like, oh, I forgot. I'm gonna Google it right now.
So I think we got to give a round of applause to all those people who held buys all the way through London, and price went up to 140. Man, amazing job over there. And then we got to give an even bigger round of applause to those people who were selling GJ because it set a higher time frame resistance with 0 confirmations.
Yeah.
And they lost. And the third round of applause goes to people who traded based on the Elliott Wave 4 to take a sell.
Elliott Wave 4.
Elliott Wave 4.
The fourth Elliott Wave.
Man, so just
the
gotta.
Last round of applause is gonna be for the people holding this trade for a couple more minutes.
Yeah, here you go. Sell over here.
Sell. Start selling.
Wow, crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, all candles were bullish. Everything was bullish.
No, you're wrong, Raja. There were 2 30-minute candles that were bearish. That means sell down to here.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned the hard way to not sell.
Oh man, I love that. You know what? People should watch this replay here because this sums up GJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. New traders sell here. Seasoned traders and most of the gulag that have been here buy this and ride it up. Yeah. So if you're a new trader, you sold. If you're a seasoned trader with GJ, you waited and you took buys. That sums up today's lesson.
I mean, how many times we have seen this, some sort of support created when it's in a bullish run, you get this support created on 5 minutes. Because in 15 minutes, it's really hard to map out support. So you go to the lower time frame. So on 5 minutes, you start seeing support created like that. I mean, go for it, man. Trust.
It's time to enjoy a nice backwood later on.
Yeah.
Backward.
Ted said yes. Ted, I'm on my way to Markham right now.
Ted doesn't even know what backwood is.
Yeah, I don't think he knows what a backwood is.
No, he doesn't.
No. Okay.
He's probably thinking something about gardening.
Yeah, so if you're looking at gold right now, as explained, gold is playing in that range still. So you should not have taken sells because there were no sells. What you're looking for now is, if you're going to take sells, is you need a rejection and a drive. But more importantly, you need it below here. Any sort of sell over here is very scary. Don't get caught in that. Just be smart.
Hey, how come you only got 780 likes? Come on now.
Yeah, we're good with that.
Man, you're playing. 780 likes. Sheesh.
All right, so I'm gonna head off over here for real now, since our targets were smashed. I mean, what can I do?
Huh? Win, no matter what.
Yeah, the only problem was that there was a 2.5 hour wait for this trade. This was a great example of just waiting for your confirmations and then taking the trade. Rahul, you're my best. I don't know who the hell Rahul is, but whatever.
Yeah.
Hey.
I have a question. Like that was our profit trade today, but what was the mistake? We did place the wrong stop loss for our first trade.
No, I didn't get stopped out. I closed the trade as it came down. So I closed the trade as it came down. I lost trust in the analysis, but then I figured out, no, this is GJ. GJ does this. And then I re-entered as candle turned bullish again.
I knew
The
it.
gulag.
The gulag is going in on the guy who was just talking shit about us, and he was saying Elliott Wave is going to win him the trade when the candles are bullish. I don't know, man. All right, everybody, take care. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Bye. Go fix
Bye,
that
guys.
backwards.
See you tomorrow, Mr. Raja.
Thank you, everyone, again for today.
Oh, 1,000 likes! Ah!
Bye, Raja.
All right, take care.
Oh, yeah.